got just in it in your slow burn tonight. No, you don't have to like, but can't deny it's mine. Don't slow down or else you won't take flight. Oh, and just take the pill, you know that it won't bite. You have to use and abuse to know what you might like. And then you take some more to explore just a little bit more. Oh, and if you can't sit still, then you go and knock on the door. Oh, because the space behind it, ooh, is gonna make you sore. So this is my lesson, and you are my curse.
So the challenge is simple. Take an old banger like a rickshaw, fill it with adventurers, then start in a dusty old place like Jakarta, cross mountains, jungles and seas until you get too crabby. Sounds simple, right? But things go wrong.
What are you trying to do? Push it down. Just push the button.
The button's it. The button's it. Stop filming in between my legs, Mark.
So it all starts in Jakarta at the spectacular Asian headquarters where we have speeches, media and all sorts of razzmatazz, but after the briefing things already start going wrong.
We've just been told that we arrive in... No, we have to get to Medan on the 23rd now.
Basically what Eoin is trying to say is that we are going to have a 3-day delay in customs while we wait for the rickshaw to get shipped from Indonesia to Malaysia.
A little bit annoyed, but that's the whole point of the venture.
With the governor of Jakarta leading the way with media, flowers and plenty of confusion, the Rickshaw Rally 2011 was ready to rumble.
Happier today, and I hope you feel the same. When all we did was hide,
A bit crazy. There was the mayor, the governor, about 20 VIPs cutting the ribbon, letting us go through. Got a police escort now. We're just busy giving people the Queen's wave, giving motorcycles the Queen's wave, letting us go past. Everyone so far has been really friendly. We haven't broken down yet. 2 people have already. So we're doing pretty well.
Have you ever heard the expression, famous last words?
Well, looks like we all lost the bet. This is still the first day, the afternoon of the first day, and we've broken down. Don't quite yet know what it is. It starts and about a minute later it just dies. We stopped at a fuel station, filled up. We thought it was bad fuel, but I don't think that's it. And yeah, stay tuned for more.
I'm happier today, and I see you feel the same. And all we did was fight. We're both there.
Well, here we are, parked out in front of Federal Oil, the indisputable best place to get a rickshaw fixed in Java, it seems. So we've just pushed this thing about 1 kilometre up the road, and it's craziness going around, but we found a mechanic pulling the carburetor off. We've checked the fuel lines, they're good, checked the air, checked the electrics. It's definitely the carburetor. We're guessing something's been stuck in the carburetor. So this good saviour here is pulling it off and hopefully going to work his magic for us.
Happier today, I'm happier today, I'm happier, 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 and I hope this time will stay.
On the second day, the mighty Chitty Chitty rises from the ashes to ride once again.
Come on, Chitty Chitty!
Having already lost a day, the team forge on into Sumatra to catch up lost time, despite the rickshaw reminding she likes plenty of attention.
Had a few small issues, but that's alright. Exhaust was falling off and some problems with the accelerator, but minor fixes and back on the road. Otherwise, it's been pretty good. Jakarta. Yeah.
Ada dokumennya.
Oh, the
Registration for the car.
where is that?
Our rear license plate kept falling off, so the local fuzz were not impressed. But some innocent smiles from us and a wink from Kristy, and we were allowed back on our way.
Made an early start today about 5:30 in the morning, try and make up some miles. We're quite behind. The rickshaw was running really well yesterday, but today seems to be over-revving. So whenever it changed gear, the engine's just sort of free-revving. It's not idling at the moment, so we're a bit concerned about it. But we're going to try and find a mechanic and get it fixed. So stay tuned.
The accelerator continued to seize, and without many tools on board, we stopped several times hoping a local mechanic could fix it. This continued to be a problem for most of the trip, and all the mechanics could do was poke around looking busy until we just gave up and moved on.
Driving the BMO at night really is like Russian roulette. You can't see the potholes until you land in them, and you really can't see much else. There's no road markings or anything either, so even the road itself is hard to see. And the only way you can really see what you're doing is to rely on the oncoming traffic, the lights of the oncoming traffic, and maybe some cars behind you, and use those lights to guide your way. It really is bloody dangerous.
Started at 5 a.m. and we drove pretty much till about 9:30 p.m. We had some catching up to do and we didn't eat any lunch and we were all pretty starving. So by the time we got to a place called Lahat in Sumatra, it was 9:30 p.m. We'd already been rejected from a couple of hotels. Not sure if it was because we just stank or just because we looked really grotty or because we had a rickshaw or they didn't want travellers. But apparently the whole of the first town we went to was full. All of the hotels were full. So we drove in the dark for another couple of hours with pretty bad lights on the rickshaw. It was a bit dangerous. But Mark drove for another couple of hours in the dark to try to get to the next town to save us sleeping in the rickshaw. And so we drove to the next town. It's absolutely starving, so we stopped and ate dinner at the only place really that was open, and it's called Padang. So basically they bring out a massive bowl of rice and then don't ask you, there's no menu, they don't ask what you want, it's just loads of different dishes, they throw them all on the table. I think they've been there most of the day, there was flies all over it, and they just put it down in front of you. What you don't eat, they put back for the next person. So it's pretty grotty, so we're all pretty much rejoicing today for not having the runs.
So, with a Spectre Gastro firmly behind us, so to speak, we drive deep into Sumatra on good roads, hoping we can make up lost time. So, with a little extra time, we thought we'd show off our golden boot to the locals.
Oh.
But as we came to learn in Sumatra, good roads only last as long as the next corner.
Okay, so here we are on the back of a truck. As you can tell, it's rather bumpy. We've left town about 5:30 this morning, tried to make up some time, but the road is just appalling, so we've had to ask a bunch of guys, negotiate with the driver, lift it on the back here, tie it down, and we're making much better progress. We'll have to see if we make it up to where we want to go tonight.
This one. Pulling on now.
the dodgy accelerator had become almost undrivable, so we hunkered down to sort it out once and for all. After a couple of hours of poking around, we discovered the accelerator cable had been pinched in the suspension coil, causing the poor old rickshaw to rev uncontrollably. After some gentle persuasion with a hammer, the problem was finally fixed, and for the first time the rickshaw purred like a happy feline as we pulled away to head into the Sumatran highlands.
Little boy walks himself home after school, shoelace undone, mud on his face. What's he to do as he walks through the door? Daddy ain't home and Mama's on the floor. Come too early or come too late. The old said it's okay, the young he said wait, wait for me. Wait for my family. Wait, oh, wait, I want to see. How was he to know his daddy wouldn't be there? He was always told daddies played fair, and his mama wouldn't.
Despite the good running of Chitty Chitty, the weather turned tropically foul and brought not only monsoonal rains, but a string of problems.
So it turns out when you go over potholes at 60 kilometres per hour, it stuffs your shocks up. So this is exactly what's happened.
3 auto shops later and a face full of monsoonal rains, the blown shock absorber was replaced. Yet even more problems awaited the beleaguered rickshaw.
Alright, what just happened? We broke down again. This time it was a fuse had blown. So our good man at the back here jumped on the back of his motorbike and went and got a fuse, and the pouring rain hasn't stopped raining since. Now, our wiper blades are not working either. We tried to fix it, and it looks like, I don't know, maybe the wiper motor's blowing. Anyway, we haven't got time to wait around for the rain, so we're just going to head off in the rain anyway.
We also had to panel beat our front light back into place after rear-ending a rather surprised farmer.
Yeah. Okay. 7 kilometer itu punya two tunnel. Okay. Terima kasih.
After surviving the monsoonal rains, the team hoped for a clear run to the end of the Sumatran leg of the journey. But those hopes are soon dashed when the team realised what a Sumatran highway is really like.
Lift it up.
It took 45 minutes and plenty of amusement for the locals before we could get moving again.
Sleeping fits and bursts of light, voices talking in the night, cracks appear in the sun, and then the darkness comes. Love is all I really want. When it comes, I cannot see. When it goes, I'm lost at sea.
To the port of Penang, and where our fine vessel arrived with our rickshaw. Now, you would think it would arrive in a massive beast like that one there, the CM Opal, but no, in actual fact we arrive in something more like a Chinese junk, the Grand Golden Listaria. Chitty Chitty's been living up to its name. About the last hour, it's been backfiring and cutting out. Basically every time we stopped, it would stall, push start again to get going. So we're getting pretty good at the push starts. So once again, fixing Chitty Chitty.
Dump it. So we got up at 6, made a big effort to get here, and it opens at 8. So we've got to wait around for the Malaysians to get off their asses and help us out.
You don't have any letter from custom or?
No, it's just that's everything we have.
Okay.
Okay.
No problem. You can drop your passport there.
Okay.
Then you can go to Thailand.
Ah.
We can perhaps wash it off. That'll do it. Put it there. Oh, lovely.
Randomly driving along the freeway, we spotted an elephant and realised it was an elephant hospital. We're not really sure what it's for. It could be, Ian thinks it's Diwali or the Festival of the Lights, but I'm thinking it's some kind of shrine because there's all these incense over there and there's Fanta bottles and people have given the gods water as well.
Let's just release the spirits. And I don't wanna go home. Yes! Easy peasy, whatever.
just like living in paradise. Just like paradise. And I don't wanna go home. And I never let it go. This must be just like living in paradise. And I don't wanna go home. Susie, Susie, don't go crying out loud. You got all the right moves. You make me eat my heart out. Might be. That's alright with me. No special favors, make it up today. We'll spend it later, got to make this romance last. That's it. That's it, that's it. Some folks say easy come is easy go. And some folks say one night ain't enough for me. Go hang on tight and don't let go. This must be just like living in paradise. It's just like paradise. And I don't wanna go home. And I ain't never going home. This must be just like living in paradise. Just like
I can hear how bad my voice is.